Your truck is lying to you. Every time you turn the key, you're trusting a machine that was quietly engineered to fail, and the people who built it knew exactly what they were doing. Think about your grandfather's truck, the one that ran for 300,000 miles on nothing but oil changes and stubbornness. You've been told that new trucks are better, stronger, smarter, but here's the truth they don't put in the brochure. You're not buying a truck anymore. You're buying a subscription to a breakdown you haven't had yet. Let's go back. 1985. A farmer in Kansas buys a Ford F-150. Simple engine, carburetor, no touchscreen, no lane assist, no 47 sensors monitoring his throttle response. That truck works for 30 years. He fixes it himself in his driveway with a socket set and a flashlight. Now fast forward, 2022. His grandson buys the newest F-150, aluminum body, turbocharged ecoboost, 150 gigabyte over-the-air software system. And at 60,000 miles, the turbo blows. The transmission computer throws a code no independent mechanic can even read. The repair bill? $4,200, and the dealership tells him with a straight face that this is normal wear. That's not a coincidence. That's a system. Here's where it gets worse. Modern trucks aren't just more complex, they're complex in ways that are specifically designed to be unrepairable by anyone except the manufacturer. We're talking about proprietary diagnostic software locked behind dealer-only access, modules that require factory recalibration every time a simple sensor is replaced, transmissions with no dipstick because you're not supposed to service them yourself. You're not supposed to. That's the point. In 2019, the American Trucking Association reported that electronic system failures had become the #1 cause of roadside breakdowns for light-duty trucks, surpassing engine and tire failures combined. Let that sink in. The most advanced trucks in history are breaking down more than the simple ones ever did. But they're breaking in ways that are invisible until they're catastrophic, and expensive in ways that are specifically out of reach for the average owner. Now meet the villain. It's not one company. It's an entire industrial alliance. The big three automakers, their preferred Tier 1 suppliers, and a network of franchise dealerships, all operating under a model that only works if your truck needs them. Every complexity they add to that vehicle is a revenue stream. The 10-speed transmission that shifts smoother, it costs $6,000 to rebuild and can only be calibrated with a $40,000 dealer tool. The adaptive cruise control radar module, $1,800 for the part, plus 2 hours of alignment at dealer rates. They don't make money when your truck runs forever. They make money when it doesn't. And here's the part that should make you furious. These same manufacturers lobbied aggressively against right-to-repair legislation, the laws that would force them to release diagnostic data to independent shops and owners. Why? Because the moment you can fix your own truck, the dealership service department loses. They have spent billions engineering dependency. Your breakdown isn't a flaw in the system. It is the system. Let's get specific. The 6.8-liter EcoBoost V6, Ford's new flagship truck engine, runs a twin-turbo setup that operates under such extreme heat cycles that turbo seal degradation begins showing up between 70,000 and 90,000 miles on trucks used for actual work, towing, hauling, anything beyond a grocery run. Ram's 8-speed ZF transmission, used in both the 1500 and heavy-duty applications, has a known torque converter shudder issue that's been documented in thousands of owner complaints since 2019. GM's active fuel management system, designed to save gas by shutting down cylinders, has caused premature lifter failures across the 5.3 and 6.2-liter V8 families, with repair costs running between $3,000 and $7,000. These aren't fringe cases. These are systemic, and in every case, the manufacturer quietly updated the fix without a recall, without notifying owners, and without covering repairs out of warranty. This is insane. You paid $65,000 for a work truck that was engineered with a known flaw, and the company that sold it to you updated the part quietly and sent you the bill. So what do smart buyers do? They use what I call the Powertrain Rollback Strategy. Here's how it works. Instead of chasing the newest model year with the most features, you specifically target the last generation before a major powertrain redesign, the final year of a proven, long-running platform before the new complexity got added. These are trucks that had all the manufacturing kinks worked out over a decade of production, but before the new complexity got added. They're still modern enough to have solid safety features and comfort, but they're simple enough that real mechanics can fix them. Here's how to apply it. Step 1. Research the model generation history of the truck you want. Every manufacturer publishes this. Find the platform that ran the longest without major changes. That longevity is a reliability signal. Step 2. Target trucks from the final 2 or 3 years of that generation. The early years had bugs. The final years had fixes. You want the refined version of the proven thing. Step 3. Run the VIN through a campaign and recall database. NHTSA.gov is free, and look for any outstanding software or mechanical campaigns. Step 4. Find an independent mechanic who specializes in that brand, not a dealership, and have them do a pre-purchase inspection specifically checking the transmission, turbo system if applicable, and all module communication. Step 5. Buy below the peak of the depreciation curve. These trucks have already taken their value hit. You get reliability without the sticker price of being someone else's test subject. The people already doing this aren't lucky. They're informed. They drive trucks that run 250,000 miles because they stopped trusting the marketing and started trusting the data. They're not nostalgic. They're strategic. They understand that the most expensive truck isn't the one that costs the most up front. It's the one that owns you after the sale. You just learned something most truck buyers will never know, but here's what almost nobody is talking about. The same strategy that protects you on trucks, it applies to a completely different purchase that most people make without thinking, and the manufacturer trap there is even hiddener. That's the next video, and trust me, you're going to want to see it.